Hi guys, welcome back. Look what we've got. We've got my first ever allotment that I got today. I've been on the waiting list for about a year and I finally got it and it's so good. It's in great condition for an allotment. Like, look at it. It's got beds and everything. They're a bit weedy, but I mean, that's nothing. I can do that. Unlike my garden, this time I'm going to document everything from start to finish and I'm going to bring you all on a massive journey with me. I'm just thinking about probably chucking all the weeds in there for now, letting them rot down. So I think it's 8 beds here, and they're quite large. I've also got a shed, so that was a bonus. Like, most allotments that I've seen are like really overgrown with like bits of everything in there. So I got really lucky that this one's been looked after. In the shed there's some quite cool things. I've got some wire and some netting and some bamboo poles and some seeds as well. So I mean, that's pretty cool. How pretty is this allotment, guys? I mean, come on, look at it, it's just stunning. So the sun follows the camera, so the way that I'm pointing the camera now is where the sun will go throughout the day. So, I mean, my plot's going to get some afternoon sun, I think. So I started by weeding one of the beds. It took about an hour to do this. I don't have a hoe, currently waiting for it to come from eBay, so I had to do it all with a spade, which is really a lot harder than it should be. But you know, it wasn't like really hard work, it was just nice and relaxing. It felt so good to get back into like the earth and be outside and, you know, just not think about anything, just concentrate on the jobs you're doing. That's what I really love about gardening. It just stops you thinking about unnecessary stuff that's going on in your life and you literally just focus on the tasks that you have. It's really important to take frequent breaks and take in the surroundings. Have a cup of tea and it's a great time to get stuck in with your planning. You can see what I've planned so far. I want some nice pretty plants at the back there, and then I'm going to get a gutter that goes along the shed which connects to the water butt, so I don't have to keep going to and fro down the bottom of the allotment to get water. I'm also going to move the beds around a little bit and double some of them up so that they're a bit higher, and then I'm going to add box hedging all around the edges. Even though that my plot is pretty much already done, I still want to put my stamp on it and make it feel like mine. Here are some things that I wrote down that will really help me learn about my space. So, learn the aspects of the sun, maybe spend like a few hours there, try and spend the whole day there so you really get a picture of what how much sun your land is getting. It's also very good to measure your space so you know how much area you've got to work with. Then design your space and get onto jobs like amending the soil and weeding, laying bark chips on the path, and getting materials and tools is probably the first one that you want to do. I also wrote a list of vegetables and a fruit that I want to definitely try. So I will try other things, but this is what I really want to do. And here are some tools that I've already ordered and the other ones that I still need to get. Here's some stuff that I brought with me. I brought some lunch, my tripod, a watering can, some gloves, the daffodil bulbs that I'm about to plant. I also bought some like little tag things that I can stick in the ground so I know what I've planted and where. The gloves I got for like two for £1.50. It's the end of the season, so lots of things are really cheap in the garden centres at the moment, which is quite good. So I bought a massive bag of daffodils. I don't know how many are in there, probably like 100 or something. So my plan is that I just want to fill one bed with like daffodils and tulips so that at least in spring I've got something coming up with a bit of colour. I can also like cut them as well so I can have them in the house. Or I could dig some up and put them in pots and to display around the garden. We don't have any hoses at this allotment, so it's all done by hand, so you have to get a watering can and go all the way back up with your water. This is where you collect the water from. So now I've done all that, I need to start getting rid of all these weeds. For now, I'm just going to fill them into this sack, and then I'm going to just dump them up the top somewhere, and I'll figure out what I can do with them after. So that's one bed weeded, and I'm really happy with the results. I can't wait for it all to be done, but for now I'm just sticking to one bed. So I'm going to start by digging a trench for the daffodils, so it's easier to plant them that way. So if I just dig a big long trench along the bed and then just dump all the daffodils in and fold all the soil back into the hole, and I'll make sure all the daffodils are turned up, and I'll just fill the hole back in with the soil and leave them till spring. I'm using bamboo poles here to see where I planted them, otherwise I know that I'm just going to dig them back up. Here's what I mean about making sure that they're facing the right way. So the pointy part of the bulb is going to be facing up, and then there's the bottom part which you can tell because it's got like roots on the bottom, so make sure that's in the ground, facing down, so that way the bulbs are going to grow properly, because if you do it the other way it's just going to rot. And it really is that simple. So I'm hoping that I'm going to fill in more of the bed with daffodils, but obviously I only bought one bag, so I need to go back and get another one. I might just do it on the left of here, so there's like two big rows of daffodils. And here's when them little tags come in handy, because I know I've only planted one thing now, so it's easy to know what it is, But once my allotment is full, it's going to be really difficult to remember everything that I planted and where. So these little tags come in really handy. I use pencil because I want to just rub it off and reuse them. This has actually been so much fun today, and I'm really excited to see what this is going to look like in spring. Can you just imagine like this bed full with colourful daffodils? And I'm reusing the bag to put my gloves in. And that's it from me today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my first day on my first ever allotment. It was so much fun, and I'm so excited to share my whole journey with you, and I hope you'll join me for the ride. So that's it from me today, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, like, comment, and let me know what you think. See you later, guys. Bye.